Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the Business Growth Club. This is your weekly edition from us, and in this week's edition we're going to be looking at the subject of email marketing. Now, I've actually wanted to do this series on email marketing for a very long time for the Business Growth Club, but we had other projects and we had other topics to cover, so it's taken us a while to get round to this one. But it's actually been one of my favourite series to record for the Business Growth Club. We're doing several videos on this, and it's been really good to put together the content and do the recordings. I hope you get as much enjoyment from watching them and applying them in your business as we have from recording them. Now, the reason I'm so excited and I'm so pleased we're doing this subject is because, in my humble opinion, email marketing remains the most effective form of free marketing. There's lots of marketing you can do out there that costs you money, and some of it works fantastically well. Google pay-per-click or direct mail are two very common examples. But then there's this other huge body of free marketing, marketing that doesn't cost you any money. Email marketing is one of those. Of course, it takes you time, which is an expense, and email software costs a couple of pounds a month. So it's not 100% for free, but it costs you pretty much nothing. So for me, it falls into that category for free marketing. And I don't know any form of free marketing that's more effective than email marketing, and that includes, say, social media, which is a new invention when it comes to marketing, and it's working very well, but it doesn't still compete with email marketing for me. However, notwithstanding the fact that email marketing is so powerful, so many businesses just don't use it, and those who do generally don't get big returns. Now, that doesn't seem to add up. Email marketing is brilliant and effective, but people don't use it, and when they do, it doesn't work. There's a disconnect there. I know there's a disconnect there. Most businesses don't fully understand what email marketing is all about, and they don't use it properly because they don't comply to the rules of email marketing, which means it doesn't work. In the Business Growth Club, next couple of videos, we're going to take you on a journey to change all of that. I'm going to show you all of the misconceptions about email marketing. I'm going to show you how to do it properly. I'm going to use examples both from my own business and also a Business Growth Club member, which is a painting and decorating business. I've deliberately chosen that because it's such a middle ground business. It's a trade business, but not so traditional in trade. It's not exactly a business that you'd necessarily expect to see email marketing from. In terms of information, you maybe not see how there's a connection between those two. So I'm going to take out some of those myths and I'm going to show you how you can use it for a different type of business. So why don't we start that journey with today's video and take a closer look at email marketing. As a starter for 10, I want to tell you what email marketing is not about. And the reason it doesn't work for most businesses is because they believe it's about these four functions here, and I'm going to tell you that it isn't. So number one, it's not about spam. Spam is email, unsolicited email you get in your inbox that you don't want. Email marketing is not about spam. If you send people who you haven't got their permission, then that's spam and it's not going to work. Email marketing is about emailing people whose permission you have to email them. They're known as opt-in subscribers, people who have literally opted in. Email marketing works for opt-in subscribers. They could be people who are prospects, people who haven't bought from you, or they could be your customers, but they've got to be opt-in. Don't email strangers, it won't work. Misconception number one. Misconception number two, it's not about selling. It's about sharing information and then you get the permission to sell. So don't sell first. Be useful, be informative, be entertaining, be interesting, and then make the sale. Thirdly, and this is the biggest misconception, it's not about pretty graphics. It's not about sending people pretty emails that are HTML, that have got nice pictures in and a nice template and all of that. Generally speaking, that stuff doesn't work. I'm going to drill down more detail about that in future videos. But basically, it's the words, the marketing copy, the words you use in your marketing. The most important couple of words you will use is your subject line. That's the line that pops up when it says from Bob Smith, and then there'll be a subject, something like your report, your information, how are you, going on holiday, whatever. It's that subject line. They're the most important words you'll ever use in email marketing, and they don't involve graphics. The rest of it is how you talk to people and what you say. Again, nothing to do with graphics. Fourth misconception, It's not about emailing people from Outlook or Gmail or Hotmail or whatever else you use. It's about using software. You could do it via Outlook, but it's not optimal. Today I'll show you the software you should be using. When you send it via Outlook, it stops working because you can't personalize it. It looks like a bulk email. Most spam filters will filter it out. Software will prevent all of that. So as a starter for 10, there's the 4 reasons why most people don't work with their marketing. They send spam, they send sales, they use graphics that don't work, and they use Outlook. You're going to do the opposite. You're going to email opt-in subscribers. You're not going to sell, but you're going to share information first. You're not going to care about graphics, you're going to care about words, and you're not going to use Outlook, you're going to use professional software. So let's get started. If that's how not to do email marketing, how do we do email marketing? It's a 4-step process. And in the future videos, we're going to be guiding you through every step of the process in an entirely how-to way, showing you exactly how you do this. Step number 1, gain permission to email people. Don't spend spam, get their permission. Second, become a useful and trusted advisor. Third, ask for the sale, but only time from time. Build your brand and build information first, then ask for the sale time to time. And then finally, keep going to the people who haven't bought or people who become customers, because following up, that's what you're doing. It's not working initially, so you follow up. It costs nothing, and also crucially, it works. I will share you information about people who've been on my mailing list for, say, just a year, and then they buy something. Or even customers who are on the mailing list for a year, and then they buy an additional product or service. So if you can wait 12 months, you can wait longer as well, but I'm saying 12 months just because most people would have given up after 12 months. 52 weeks seems long enough. I'll show you how to use follow-up in a long-term fashion that doesn't cost you anything, but will work. It will give you sales and give you customers. So that's the theory of email marketing. It's really not very complicated. Give me your permission to email you. I'm then going to become your trusted advisor. I will make sales pitches from time to time, and I'll keep going until you become a customer. Simple, but really, really effective. Okay, so if that's the theory of email marketing, why should you follow that theory, and why should you become an email marketing convert and an email marketing fan? Well, here are just 10 reasons why I love email marketing, and I believe you should too. Reason number 1, email marketing massively expands your reach. It's unlimited in terms of numbers. I communicate with over 5,000 people every single week via email. I couldn't possibly hope to meet with or telephone or write to 5,000 people. Even with a team of 10 people, I would struggle to communicate with 5,000 people every single week. I do it via email. It gives you a national reach or international reach. I now have people on my mailing list from around the globe, and I can reach them via email. If I had to go and see someone in America or Japan, it would take me a week to get there, do the meeting and come back. Email, it takes you no time, just the time it takes to write one email. Also, it goes 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It's incredible. So it massively expands your reach, and it does it very cost effectively. Secondly, the return on investment is incredible simply because email is very low cost yet at very high results. Email marketing gives you brilliant results, but it costs you basically nothing or a couple of pounds a week. So the return on investment is incredible. Next, it lasts forever. Once you've written an email marketing series, which you put into something known as an autoresponder, which I'll show you, you can reuse the content. So people come on board to, say, my mailing list, and I can write 52 messages, and it doesn't matter when they join, they'll get a year's worth of messages from the moment they join the list. Fourthly, permission marketing is the theory of marketing that says, once I get your permission, I will then contact you, and it's the most effective form of marketing. Email marketing is permission marketing or attraction marketing's best ever friend. We've not found a partner better for permission or attraction marketing than email marketing. Now, if you take those two together, what I've said is, we know that permission/attraction marketing is the most effective form of marketing, and email marketing is its best friend. That's a great partnership. Reason number 5, it allows conversation. Emails are interactive and they promote interaction and discussion. My emails routinely get people commenting either via hitting reply or via talking to me or talking to other people about my emails, and you can do that too. It doesn't happen in the same way with a letter or with an advert. It just doesn't create conversation or a sense of community like an email does. Sixthly, it's cost effective in terms of personalisation. To personalise something like a postcard would cost you an absolute fortune. To personalise an advert, well, you just can't do that. It's just impossible. But emails can be personalised for no extra cost. And we know that personalisation, which means using people's name, their industry sector, their income bracket, their age, their gender, any other information you know about them. It's about using that in your marketing. And we know when you do that, marketing works much better. Email marketing does that for no extra cost, which is quite an incredible statistic. Seventh, knowledge is power. In all of marketing, the more you know, the more effective you become at it. We know that when we've looked at how you improve your return on investment. Email marketing can be measured and analysed like no other form of marketing. Okay, other online marketing such as online advertising, social media, pay-per-click has great information as well. But email marketing is even better. It tells you who opened it, it tells you how many times they opened it, it tells you the time of day they opened it, it tells you how long they looked at it, it tells you on whether they clicked to the link, it tells you on whether they forwarded it to a friend, it tells you whether they opted out so they didn't like it, so that's a problem. The amount of information email marketing gives you is brilliant, and it's all useful. The eighth reason I love email marketing is its low pressure sales. You can make very gentle offers to potential customers, or more importantly your existing customers, in a low pressure way. Customers of mine receive low pressure sales messages because I know that I don't want to send my customers or my clients information in an aggressive way. I don't want to sell to them aggressively, because I've got to sit down with these people and I've got to interact with them, and I'm a trusted advisor to them. So I don't want to insult them by sending them sales messages, but I can do it very subtly in email marketing by first sharing information and then making the offer for their sale. The ninth reason is it's standalone or integrated. You can run email marketing as a one-off campaign, just an isolated campaign, or you can make it part of an intelligent marketing campaign, and I'll touch on how you do that later on in this video. The 10th reason, simply, it works. It really does work. Who cares if it's expanding your reach or it's low pressure sales or it doesn't cost you very much if it doesn't work? You know, the most important issue is it works, and email marketing really does work if you do it properly. So there are 10 reasons why I love email marketing, and I believe you should, and your business should, and your net profit and bottom line should as well. Okay, so what process is there to email marketing? I've explained the theory, but now let's look at the process. First of all, we set up the system. That's knowing the basics, that's having email software, and that's knowing the direction of email marketing and why we do it. That's what we're doing in this video, video number 1. The next video we'll look at building the list in more detail, how you get opt-in subscribers. That's video number 2. Then we look at how you initially email the list. The first couple of emails you send, I'll give you a template, I'll give you examples from my business and this painting and decorating business, and I'll give you so many different ways that you can start your email campaigns. That's in the 3rd video. The 4th video in this series, we'll look at focused follow-up. How you follow up initially to gain sales. So you send your initial emails, and then how you follow them up in a direct way. Finally, ongoing follow-up. How once people haven't responded straight away, and some people will but most people won't, they need a long-term follow-up, how you do that through autoresponders in an ongoing fashion. That's the final video. So that's the series in the Business Growth Club that we're going to take you on, and how we're going to show you how to do email marketing across 5 videos, how to do it professionally, properly and effectively. Okay, so let's start with the very basics. Before we even write an email, we need email software. The great news is the email software is a massive industry. If you go into Google and type in email marketing software, there's loads of good packages out there. I could fill this screen 10 times over with great packages. I'm just going to talk about today the packages that I personally use or I recommend because they've got a good reputation. I could have listed so many more, but I've listed the ones that fall into that category. If you scroll below this email, you will see links to the programs I'm about to mention. Now, I should say some things here. Number one, I have no financial connection to these companies, and I don't make any money from recommending you to them. Issue number two, also, I'm not responsible for your financial transactions with them. I need to say that for legal reasons. You understand what I'm saying there. Basically, I'm not involved in these companies. I use them and I recommend them. But you know, if you have any problems, let me know and help you out. But I'm not legally responsible. That's just a legal disclaimer I'm supposed to give you. Anyway, that aside, what software should you use? Well, if you want some cheap and cheerful software to get you started for about £10 a month, so it really is, you know, incredibly cheap, then use either Aweber, Constant Contact, or MailChimp. Most people I know use MailChimp. I've not personally used it. I've signed up and I've used it for clients, but I don't use it in a personal fashion, just because I don't quite like it. But lots of people do like it, so it's well worth having a look at that. Constant Contact is my favourite. I really enjoy using Constant Contact, and I'd recommend that. And Aweber is not as good as Constant Contact or MailChimp for ongoing emails, but it's great to use an autoresponder on your website. So if you go into Google or you look at the links below this this video, then you will see the links to those three pieces of software. They all allow you to have a 1 month free trial, so it's well worth signing up for that and getting to grips with it. So if you want to get started with email software, Google those or click on the links below this, find those software and see how it works. More advanced marketing, the more joined up campaigns you can run, you can use a package called Act by Sage, the accountancy software. They also run Act, which is a very good email marketing system, or Infusionsoft, which is the industry leader, but it's expensive. It starts with a couple $100 a month. Now, I do use the latter two I've just told you. I use them really for when I'm combining direct mail campaigns and telephone follow-up campaigns with email campaigns. For just getting started and to keep your budget at £10 or so a month, look at Aweber, Constant Contact or MailChimp. Unless you're a sophisticated marketer, then Act by Sage or Infusionsoft will work for you. So they're the software packages you can use. Now, to finish with, I'm just going to kind of whet your appetite a little bit with the ways that you get opt-in subscribers. I've said that email is not about emailing everybody in the world. It's about emailing people who've asked you to join the mailing list. Can I become a subscriber? And next week's video, we'll look at how we do that in a more sophisticated way. But just to get you interested, today I'm just going to tell you the different ways in which you can get people onto your mailing list. Firstly, via your website homepage or any other web page on your website. Secondly, via direct mail, crucially via postcards, and I'm going to show you how to do that in more detail in next week's video. Telemarketing, next week we'll give you some scripts to use for telephone to get people onto your mailing list. Event promotions, you can promote a seminar or a webinar or another event people could attend, and you take their email address and they join your list via that. You can use free giveaways such as free reports, free videos, free trials, that sort of stuff, in exchange for your contact details. Via social media, we'll take a look at that. Via pay-per-click, the rules on pay-per-click to what's known as a lead page or a landing page, so you can squeeze people's email addresses out of them and they join your mailing list, which was an incredibly powerful strategy for a very long time. The rules on that have changed recently, so I'll look at that as well and I'll explain the rule changes. It doesn't stop it being an effective strategy, it's just reduced the effectiveness a little bit, making pay-per-click maybe not the best source when it used to be the best source, but we'll look at that in more details next week. Online advertising to drive traffic to your website and capture their details. Via your email signature, you would be amazed the number of people who click on the bottom of my emails to download a free report or a free video or take up a free trial. Or just look at the website and then join the mailing list. And of course, you're sending loads of emails every day, so look at that option. Networking, the people you meet at networking get their permission. Once you've met them, it's a great way to connect with them. You might say, let's join each other on LinkedIn, and I'll also add you to my email mailing list so you can keep in contact with me. On your business card, one set of business cards I have has a link to a website where, in exchange for a free bit of information, a free report, people can join the mailing list, and that works, you know, it works very effectively, given the fact that you've already paid for your business card, so you might as well use the reverse advertising. And last but very much not least, your customers. I'll explain this in more detail next week. Emailing to your customers is very, very effective. It's a great way of making ongoing sales, getting referrals, and all the rest of it. And we'll do a full bonus video just on customer marketing, because it's the same and it's different. It's one of these issues. The objectives are a little bit different because you talk to your customers in a different way. They already know you, but the objective is the same, because you want them to become a customer, and the process is the same. You email them, so it's subtle differences. So it's the same but it's different. So we'll take a bonus video to look at that and how you can make that work. So they're just some of the ways that you can build the list. Next week's video will drill into detail on how you use these tactics, but instead of just talking about the theory and the process and the advantages and the software you can use, I thought I'd tell you as well just the many ways that you can build your email list. These are just 12 of my favourite ideas. I could have given you 150 ideas, but just 12 of the best ideas just to get us started. So that brings us to the end of the recording. So we know email marketing is not a sales tool. It's a prospect and customer communication tool. Emails are not about selling. They're about building your trust with customers and prospects. You share valuable and useful information with those people. You build your brand with those people, and then subtly you make a sale. Also, email marketing is as much about your customers as it is about your prospects. And when used correctly, it's very, very powerful. So that's the start of our journey into email marketing. I would advise you after this recording to go into Google or look at the links below and sign up for a free trial on some of the software that I've mentioned and get used to it, play around with it and see how you can use it. I've deliberately not shown you how to set up an account on Aweber, Constant Contact or MailChimp, because all of those providers have fantastic video tutorials on their website. Once you join as a customer, you sign up for your free trial, you join as a customer and they give you brilliant videos. If you're struggling, contact me and I'll help you out, or I'll send you some of the videos we do have on how to set up accounts with them. But we recorded those videos before all of those providers had such good video tutorials, but they've made better ones themselves. They've all got email help desks, they've got live chat help desks. They're absolutely brilliant at supporting you as a customer, so you probably don't need our recordings. But if you get stuck, contact me and as always we'll help you. So that's the end of today's video and the end of the start of a journey into email marketing. I hope it's been useful. You'll hear from us in video number 2 in this series in a week's time. So between now and then, I hope you have a fantastic time in business. And goodbye for now from me.